Cloudbot. Is there a sound for that? Oh. Module. Alert box. Sound default. Huh. Fudge. What? I don't think it ever went off. Okay. Huh? Glorious. Da, 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 da. All right. Hmm. Yeah. Who? Oh my god. Yeah. Alrighty. So. Who subscribed? Cool. Hmm. Kind of slow this morning, but it is a Monday after all. Do 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 do. Hmm. Huh. So, I really do need to start streaming again. Hey, bend over! Binder. Bender, it's good to see you again, man. What's up? Long time no see, man. Good to see. Bender, yeah, Bendy's fun. Yeah, it's good to see you, man. It's been a long time. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of my older viewers return now that I'm a lot more active on stream. I'm just chilling at the moment. Later today I might actually play, but I can tell you this much: next month, come Nix, we're gonna do some serious stuff in Nix, man. I tell you. You know what I mean? Nix is gonna be my return to style, my friend, and that's only like 10, 15 days away. Oh yeah. Nix is gonna be a breath of fresh air. I hate that people think, oh, it's just another solar system, man. Well, it brings a lot more to the game. A lot more than people think. I mean, there are some really weird people currently, and I don't know what their deal is, but they don't understand that the game has evolved to a degree, you know? So you think we might get the Arrestra as a result this next year, Bindi? I mean, we're getting a system where mining is the main focus of monetary making. I would think a large defendable ship like the Arastra would be a goal for CIG, you know? Probably as they're building the system, you know, they're building it and yeah. More than likely it'll be built up with it. Yep. I'm not. Oh my. Yeah, I guess we'll have to see. It's definitely one of those situations where you're like, hmm. It's been a while since we've talked. I know that. I've had some things happen in my life you're probably not aware of. I've had a brother pass away. I've started college this spring. No, it was in early this winter, like January, February, I started school. That's why I haven't been on as much as I usually am, but yeah. I've been doing a lot of schoolwork for the past 3 semesters. it's been an adjustment, you know. But I'm moving forward, man, you know. Definitely yep. It's about oh, you've been busy as heck about got my system ready for streaming, but with working kids it's rough. Yeah, I feel that. See this? I had to get in see this right here? This little microphone? I had to get this for my portable rig. That way, when I go to Bar Citizens, I have a way to set up. Now, I have a way to set up for Bar Citizen as a host, you know, to go and set and stream and stuff off the local Wi Fi. So now I'm equipped to do Bar Citizen broadcasts. I might be one of the few people in my area to do live Bar Citizen broadcasts. I'm going to have to ask the permissions, though, of the owners to make sure I'm not interfering with the actions of the patrons, of course. Obviously, I'm going to ask the property owner, well, the business owners, if it's allowed on property. I should do that, right, Mom? If it's against the TOS of the, if it's against the terms of service of the property, I won't do it. But if it is allowed, I will be bringing this rig with me. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be a change of programming that we may get. So what are you setting up, Bend Over, yourself? Or Bendy. Sorry, Bendy. What's your rig? Right. Just make sure you mention the business, who's in charge, and make sure it's okay beforehand. Yeah. Bindi said, Mom, don't think they'll mind much. It's free advertising and extra business. Well, they might if they don't have the staff. That's my problem. Right, Mom? Oh, you have a Ryzen 9. Wow. Nice job. 3060 Ti, 128 RAM, 4 SSDs, 2 are M.2. Yeah, I need to upgrade my main computer a bit when I get a little more cash, some extra RAM, and probably another SSD. I got plenty of room though. You're on 1 gig fiber line? So am I. Are you on AT&T as well? That's what I got. I have a AT&T where I live. Oh, Xfinity, which I think is similar speed, correct? At least I hope so. I've had no trouble with AT&T. Starlink Mobile for when I do travel stuff. Yeah, probably smart. Yeah. Wow. So, like I was saying, I hope the Arastra is next month, or here in the next few months, hopefully. The not game related tip. Yeah, I have a spare computer. I'm thinking about offloading my streaming software onto, to alleviate the strain. But this laptop is basically going to be going forward my travel PC. Once I get done with using it for school, it will be my travel PC for bar citizens and such. It's going to be fun. A lot of you guys can look forward to that because it's going to be fun. We're going to go all kinds of places. Some probably with not great Wi Fi. So, what do you think about the Shiv, Bindi? I got a question for you. What do you think about the newest ships to the verse? I like the Stinger the most of all because it's a Vanduul without alien tax, right? Hmm. In reality, that ship, we got a bunch of good solid ships this year. The Stinger is the heavy Vanduul ship without the alien. I think they got rid of the alien tax because it wasn't sustainable. Nobody was buying them. You know what I mean? Nobody was buying the big hoopla ships. It is. It's one of the shipjackers. There's another one from Gray's Market that's the bigger one. With the F8 cockpit. Yeah. We're supposed to get another one too. So yeah, you're not wrong. I love the Stinger though. The Stinger is my love child because whew, she a pretty beast. Ugly but pretty. I have a thing for scary things that go bump in the night. All I need is a Vanduul mask to go hunting in it. Yeah. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Huh? I have a set of the shipjacker armor. You do? Really? That's interesting. Shipjacker armor. Hmm. I might have to see that myself, yeah. Set with the bull's head. Oh, yeah, right. Uh. Yeah, I've seen that bull's head helmet for a bit. I was wondering where it was from or what it's from. Never really dug it, but each their own, I guess it's an acquired taste, kinda, maybe. But I bet it's a rare helmet now. Like the Calva, That Calva helmet that with the Beam flight suit, the OG one, not the golden black one. The new one? The new one's the butcher's helm is what it's called, was lootable, yeah. I have the sewn up dude's face helmet. I have both of those. I don't have the Vanduul face. I also have the crazy bear helmets. Those things are creepy. I wish we'd have more creepy and weird looking helmets. The shadow, the hollow skull one. I've always said it'd be neat if we could get that one. Yeah, the holographic skull. I thought we were supposed to get that one at some point, but it never popped up. Yeah. I'm kind of curious what we're going to get when we get into. Oh. See, we're getting 3 systems. A lot of people don't understand, Bendy. We're getting 3 solar systems in somewhat of completion in under 2 years. If we keep this trend of upscaling, most of the verse is going to be done in 5 to 10 years, maybe less. I've heard some people say they may shoot for 4.0 in at least 8 or 1.0, beta in 2027. And if that is the case, the path they're going seems to be holding out, wouldn't you say? For Terra and Castra. Castra we saw was at least in some level of gray or white box. Right? Last year? Nyx is partially done. They're going to fill that out. That's what I'm assuming. Do I believe it's all going to arrive at once? No. I still think 1.0 is going to arrive sooner than people think. And we're going to prove a lot of people wrong. Odin, maybe? I think Odin will. My thought is Odin will be part of 1.0. Why do I think this? Because they've been working on Odin in the background. Yeah, Odin. Odin is that one, and it's connected to several systems. Let me pull. I don't know if I can pull it up on this computer. I might have to move to a different computer. Hold on. Odin system. All right. So, got a connection to Nyx, Kellogg, and Tenga. It does not have any connections to other jump points. But it is connected to Nyx. Kellogg is a 6-planet system with an off-limits planet protected by the Fair Chance Act. Kind of weird. So what about Tenga? Tenga is a white dwarf system in the middle of a uh what do you call it? Nebula? So that's gonna be interesting. Hey Benito, what's going on, man? Yeah, it's Odin, Bindi. Odin, yeah. '07 Benito, what's up, man? As I was telling Bindi, things are gonna get a little spicy around here pretty soon. How are you? Here in probably couple of weeks. Doing good. The weekend's over. My week starts. Hopefully this week we get a monthly report or a weekend report or something. You know, I think we're supposed to get a something report here this week. Yeah. All right. What's going on? Oh, I know. I can't wait to fix my PC to play Star Citizen. Just having fish and chips for my dinner. A classic English dinner. Hey, fish and chips is semi-classic, my friend. You have to admit it. You must admit it. I mean, it's good food, yeah. Now tell me, do you use whiting or do you use cod for your fish and chips? Or what kind of fish is it actually? I don't know what they use in England. We just have to use what we can over here, so it's probably not authentic. I'm curious. What do they use in fish and chips in England? Because I know there are different fish that people use. Oh, it's cod. Okay. Gotcha. It's cod. Hey, Stuff Central. What's going on, man? '07. More, that's their word for fries, I believe. Bindi. It's supposed to be fries, I believe. Is that correct, Benito? I think it's the fries that you call fish or chips. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, they call their chips chips fries. Yeah. Or right. Yeah, I know. It's it's fascinating how different things are around the world. You learn something new every day. Trust me, I enjoy learning about new cultures and things. Move. If you ever come to the UK, I say it's a must to go to a chippy. It's a traditional English tea dinner. Okay. I'll keep that in mind, Benito, definitely. Like if I'm ever over there for Star Citizens big event, like in Manchester, I'll definitely keep it in mind. Definitely. Sounds like fun. Yeah. So honestly, I gotta say, from what I've seen of the Paladin, it's the better Redeemer, basically. The poor Redeemer has basically been shuffled back to back row, sadly. I don't like to see it, but, the Redeemer needs some buffs badly, and I do mean really badly. Yeah, we have very large portions. Sometimes you won't need to eat as much over here. You can walk home with a lot of it. We would say that, right, Bindi? You can go home with a lot of the stuff here. Just ask for a carryout. It's not rude. In fact, restaurants hate wasted food, especially the servers. Bless their souls. I've seen several restaurants staff literally cry having to clean up after slobs. No offense, but there's some people that come into a restaurant, they don't tip well, and then they're trouble for the staff. Hate people. I don't like people like that. Sorry to get off topic, but it's disrespectful to the establishment to me. I'm sure you both understand that, right? If you're going to go out to eat, at least be respectful to the staff, right? I was out with a few friends about 3 4 years ago, and there was a entire group of people being disrespectful to staff and the patrons all around the bar. And finally, we had to tell the Major D or whatever, hey, can these folks leave, please? They've already paid their tab. They're being disruptive, and we're trying to eat. And apparently, they overheard us, and they didn't like it. Yeah, no worries, Bindi. As far as I'm concerned, Benito, I'm pretty sure in the UK you get thrown out in the street if you acted disrespectful to the bar staff, right? Pretty much. I assume. Okay. Yeah, people are crazy. All right. Yeah. Huh. Mm-hmm. All right. There it is. Um, Sorry it got so quiet in here, chat. I'm just let's see. Huh. $104. Wow. It feels like everybody just abandoned me. Where'd everybody go? Yeah. What happened? Uh, oh no. That's never good. Oof. Pain. Much pain. No worries. Hey, man, when you gotta go, when you gotta go. You know? Kinda how it works. Stuff happens, you know. Kinda. By the way, apparently we have a maintenance hot fix with a downtime at some point coming. Hold on. Let me see something. Okay, let me see. RSI. When do you think we're going to get this week in Star Citizen? And are we going to have a roadmap roundup this week? Do you want somebody to help you with the setup, Bendy? I can help if you need me to. I think I follow you already. I don't know. Let me see. I think I do. Yes, I do. Yeah. Might be a good chance to get some audio checks. Not a problem. I'll be sure to do that. Okay, so you all comms link. Last week was a joke. Was the joke. Hmm. Working with hardware right now. Okay. Makes sense. Okay, for reference, this is last week's This Week in Star Citizen. Last week's This Week in Star Citizen. But of course, things have changed since then, so we have this week's coming up. So be aware of that. Huh. Yeah. I still don't like how they didn't have a recap ISC last week. They should have, but they didn't. No recap. Nope. No big recap. Nothing. They were supposed to, but they didn't. Yeah. Right. There is a difference. I made a damn rangefinder. Yeah. Well, it is useful in its own way. I mean, come on. But we'll see. I have to see how useful. You know, it's like anything else. Will it be useful? Will it not? Right? Will it be useful? Will it be not? Of course it is not. True, but it might be useful for bombing runs. We don't know. Unless it's better than the 16 times scope, it has no use. Yeah. I'm tempted to get one just to try it for grins to see what it can do. You know? Mm. I have a OX. Mute. Oops. Well, that was weird. I hit a button. Well, you have a point. Wow, 5 years. Welcome, welcome, chat, folks. How are you all today? Space Nerd, how are you today? Welcome, welcome. We're just BSing about SitCon and the game in general today. It's just, yeah, it's low key. What's going on? Yeah, no worries. You'll be back shortly. No worries. I'll leave you on lurk mode. Yep. Ah. Hmm. Right. I'm just saying. Huh. So, apart from Bindi having to leave, how's everyone today? Hopefully, well, I'm hoping. Yeah, I was checking an email somebody sent me, but apparently it wasn't that important. So, sorry about that, chat. Okay. Yeah. Where'd everybody go? And it gets completely quiet. Greetings, Space TV. How are you today? What's going on? Um, how's the game going for you this week? I actually haven't played in a couple of days. Have been having to do some book work, but wondering how other people are finding it at the moment post CitizenCon. Excuse me. All right. Hmm. Let me try one more time. Let's see. Okay. All right. So, okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay. Did I shut my microphone off? That's weird. Okay, that's really weird. For some reason, it shut my microphone completely off. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what happened with that. These portable rigs, as you know, they're fickle. They do what they want when they want. Kind of goofy. Eh. Can't even. Yeah. I think to answer your question, I think Star Engine evolved from Lumberyard. It originally started as a branch, but then it evolved into something else. They've added so much to it that it's totally unrecognizable from the base code. At least it's my understanding of it. It's basically been rebuilt and retooled from the ground up. I'm not much of a computer guru myself. I just, play on their engine, but to my understanding, that's how it worked. At least in theory. Whether or not that's actually true with what's going on now, I don't know. It's like I said, the initial bit with it probably was something different, but then it changed over time. It wouldn't surprise me if it's a totally different entity now from what they started with. You know? At least that's my understanding. Let me get your name. It's hard to read your name on. Ooh, what happened? Oh. Big Data Boom, welcome, welcome, my friend. Nice. Oh my! I just. Wow. For whoever. Okay, who's subscribed? Whoever just subscribed, thank you very much. I appreciate you so much. My system's having a hard time keeping up. It's awesome. Holy cow! It was you. Hey, Mushu, welcome, welcome. Holy cow. That gave me a heart attack there, brother. Crazy, man. This has been a good stream so far today. Yeah, relatively, yeah. Mm. Ah. 9 viewers? What the heck? Did I get rated or something? No, not yet. Don't jinx me. Welcome, chat. Welcome. Hope everyone is doing great post Citizen Con. It's been an interesting week or so, hasn't it? So tell me, what is everyone's thoughts on the new ships? I think they're interesting. An interesting grouping. We have a heavy Vanduul fighter without the alien tax. We have a kit bash and a half, I would say. And then we have a workhorse warhorse. So we have really a variety of combat ships and slash multi-purpose ships that are useful. Yeah, the Paladin is pretty darn nice. In fact, I'm almost not wanting to go back to the Redeemer on it. Yeah. And I owned a Redeemer for a while. And I'm like, do I want to go back? Maybe not. Right? I mean, I love the Redeemer, don't get me wrong, but it's like, do I really want to go back to it? Really? It's after, Ow. This is crazy. Neat. Huh. Okay, so so how have you been holding up, my friend in Hawaii? Hawaii, the big island. I hope you've been doing well, Mushu. Last time I talked to you, you were over there, right? Working hard? Good, good. I might have some friends to introduce you to. Hopefully. Some fellow org mates who are your EMT certificate. Neat. I might have to introduce you to some members of my org that I'm now hanging with. They're going to love you because most of them are, combat veterans and such. You know the crew. They're neat. They're tough, but they're loyal. You would love hanging out with them. Yeah, I'll be sure to send you to Kronos. He'll matter of fact, since you're online, let me see if I can actually send you or invite you. You're re-enlisting? Gotcha. Invite sent to Luna Wolves Discord. You should have received it. Just hang out with them, see what they think. They're generally a pretty decent group. And the same goes for anyone else in chat. If you want a org that's loyal and is UEE aligned and does mercenary work and such. Hang out with them. They got all kinds of stuff going. It's my plug for Luna Wolves today. Wow. 12 of them. Jesus. Bunch of people have been on. Ow. Woo. This is a jumping stream. Okay. Check them out when you can. Anyways, like I said, I was hopefully this week in Star Citizen we get some updates for Beyond CitizenCon. You know, I think we're gonna have a roadmap roundup or update or something at least. You know, at least I'm hopeful we do because it's, yeah. Huh. Anyway, it'll be fun. And thank you for the subscribe, Mushu. It's appreciated, buddy. Yeah. I know I shouldn't, but I do. It is appreciated because make sure to check out my friends too. They like having those stories to hear, you know what I mean? Sure, you got a few you can lay on them. It should be fun. Plus, they have ops all the time, man. Different companies, different, you know. Yep. The invite's open for anyone else, too. Uh, Hang on. Let me. I don't know if I could post it, but I might have to ask permission for larger groups of people, but yeah, my org is generally pretty passive, but we do have some requirements. You know, you gotta be UE aligned, you know. No gankers allowed. Well, we do have fun though. I mean, we will do salvaging on people that abandon their ships, and just leave it. But, if they're not around and have just spaced the ship, is that really theft? I call that freelance cargoing. We are technically a UEE aligned organization, though. So, it is what it is. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, my nose. Woo! This is not. So, Halcyon, you're being awful quiet over there, and Darkthorn, too. I feel kind of sad. What's going on, guys? You don't want to talk to me? Or is it just boring this morning? Oh. I'll let them know you're arriving, Mushu, too. Who we might all like. Right, I'm making sure. Going on? What's your name on Discord? Or is it Mushu Dragon Jr. or what? Okay, Mushu Dragon Jr. Alright, I told them to expect you. These guys are a regular bunch of jokers. Go ahead and enter the Discord, Mushu. See what happens. Shouldn't be a problem. If you can. If it doesn't let you, there might be something up. I don't know. I've never invited people to this server. Okay, you're in. Cool. 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 Nice. Might have to ask permissions. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm helping him get acquainted with my. Yeah. Okay, so you are listed as. You should be in here. I'm looking. Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, you're down here. I think you're listed as a citizen. Yeah. You're listed as a citizen at the moment. That's okay, though. No worries. We'll figure stuff out. You can still hear me, though, right? Okay, cool. Awesome. So that's probably it'll probably take a bit. Somebody will probably reach out to you, be like, "Hey, welcome to the server." I hope. As you can see, we're a pretty large group. There's a bunch of little sub segments in the group. Yeah. I hope you get stuck with my group of miscreants. They're fun. They are much fun. But uh I am probably, unfortunately, gonna. Well, not yet, but hang on just a second. All right, I'm gonna check something. 6. Oh my gosh, I gotta stand up for a second. Hang on just a second, guys. Okie dokie. I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah. Oh, my nose. My nose is on fire today. So, yeah, my crew is a pretty tight knit group. I'm telling a person in staff I invited a new friend. His name is Mushu. I've known him and his dad for quite a while. Okay, leadership's been made. Hopefully, you get to. Oh, you need to apply on RSI. The website for the org. Mushu, do you need that link to the org? I forgot. Shoot. Yes, please. He needs the information. No worries, he intends to. Alright, I'm gonna send you that information. Oh, shit. Oops. Okay. Hang on just a second. That's not it. That's not it. What is our org name? Hmm. Hang on, Moosh. Let's see. Account dashboard. Okay. I will send you the information. Who is calling her? There it is. There's the end of the rope for me. Hold on, Mushu. There we go. There you go. Cool. Luna Wolves. That's us. Alright. Let's see. There you go. I sent him the org link. All right. Right. No worries. Just back. There we go. Ooh. Honey. Ah. Yeah, for a few more minutes. Uh, what? Callisters, huh? Hmm. Happen? Anyways, Mushu, I'm gonna get back to you later, buddy. Um, through Discord. Talk to you later, my friend. I have some stuff to do later today. Yeah, I'm gonna raid a channel. Let's see who we got. On let's see. Raid Space Tomato if we can. Oh, I guess it can't. That's really weird, but okay. Hmm. Following. Do moist noodle instead. Do moist noodle instead. I gotta get out. I gotta go get something to eat, chat. Sorry about this, but I'll check back in later today, hopefully. Oh 07, everyone. Talk to you later.
Has this been